Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in from, let's check out here. Looks like, I think it's Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but let's take a look. Box is wrapped up really well. So I'm trying to figure out which way do I go when I get in. Is this the right way? Let's see. Okay, I think that might be it. All right, today I'm opening it up with my this is my Kunwu Knives S-Tau version 2 in DLC. All right, by the way, crazy smooth action, love it. What do we have here? All right, so we have something, oh, it got crushed, look at that. All right. Hopefully we'll have cut away from there real quick so you don't see that. All right, interesting. Got all sorts of junk in there. Some nice packaging. I'll have probably edited that out, but wow, look at that box, completely crushed. Hopefully the knife is okay. That is horrible. All right, so it's a Yan knife. Very disappointing to see the packaging and shipping. All right, here we go. Couple of stickers, got a little silicate packet. Now I've heard a lot about this and I've been kind of on the fence and I wasn't really going to try this out, and then I saw this and I thought, well, it's carbon fiber, maybe I might like the carbon fiber. So it's supposed to be a front flipper. It's supposed to have a nice little fuller hole there. I like this cutouts, which looks really cool. It's got a full back spacer. Not supposed to be super sharp. What I like this is plain titanium carbon fiber, which means I could file things down if anything was sharp or aggressive. Nice chamfering all the way around, big, nice pivot. Doesn't look like it's a captive pivot, so that's interesting. It is dead nut centered, so that's cool. We got T8 hardware there, T8 there. Is that T8 or, yeah, I think that's T8 too. So let's go ahead and give it a flick and see what happens. All right, nice big hollow grind. It's supposed to be what? It's an M390, I believe. Oh, Magnacut blade steel. It's supposed to have a little cutout here in the middle. Let's see if this is easy to get to. All right. It's a little stiff, I will admit. Probably needs to be tuned a little bit. And that's what I was afraid of. It's not going to have real easy access here. And I wasn't sure if that was because it was stiff. Yeah, and the front flipper. Oh, yeah, it is tight. I will tell you that. So this definitely needs to be tuned. Doesn't drop at all really well. Let's see if we can do it in the reverse. Oh, very stiff. Very stiff. All right, so this is definitely one that would need to be tuned. All right, so we got some cutout weight relief on the inside here for sure. A little cutout here. Obviously put a little carbon fiber to match the other side, and then you have a little steel insert right here with carbon fiber cutout weight relief, which does bring a little lightness. It's a nice hollow grind. Comes with a very robust thick tip with a nice swedge on top. Very sharp on top. This is very sharp edge. Hasn't been filed. You know, some of the little aesthetics that you don't have. Very interesting. Let's see. Can we drop? Yeah, we can drop and catch it. So we're not doing a drop right on the thumb, which I like. So it definitely has some potential. A lot of times that can kill a knife immediately for me, right? So if you get a knife and you're getting that guillotine and it goes down your nail or your thumb, then I mean, it's immediately for me, it's no deal, right? Yeah, that is really incredibly stiff. Wow. All right, so let's see here. I've got large hands with big meaty fingers. So right here, this is about the grip of extra large hands with regular size finger, double extra large hands with smaller fingers, right? So definitely extra large hands with big meaty fingers, maybe double extra large hands with big meaty fingers. You might be over just a little bit, but I think you can get there. What I like is you can choke up here a little bit, and it has enough of a curve that it's a nice catch. I will say it's a little sharp there. That's something I would have to knock down. It's a stiff lock bar, which is kind of a bummer. It's a little sharp there, which I would knock down as well, which will probably make it look a little shiny, but it'll be more comfortable. It could be filed out a little bit more here, and since this is carbon fiber, we'll probably knock that back a little bit. It's been chamfered on the inside, but we'll see. First, I'm going to tune that lock bar because it is stiff as all get out. It's got a steel bar insert over travel stop. We're locked up at about a good 30% there. No blade play. Let's see. Any pivot lash? No. Let's just listen to that detent. Nice clickety. One more time. Get nice and close. Yeah, there we go. So any detent lash? No, it's in there really well. Okay. All right, so it works pretty well. It's pretty cool. there was different versions. One, wow, it's really tough. One that had kind of a mill texture on there, and that was really cool. One of my awesome subscribers has one of these, and yeah, I like the look of his, but I thought this was a little more reasonable. Get a little discount on this just in case I didn't like it. And the only place I could find that was at Crane's Cutlery, and I can't find anything on their website right now. I really want to look there, but their search engine, I don't know what happened to it on a mobile device. It's dead. I don't know what. I've tried to reach out to him, ask him, hey, you know, your search engine is just not working. It's really killing the vibe and the desire to go check things out. So that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, definitely some sharp. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's nice and sharp there. That's really sharp. I'm gonna have to maybe knock that down a little bit with a file. That's annoying. To make this more aesthetically pleasing. I love the satin finish. I love the hollow grind. You can definitely see that's a nice thin hollow grind. Let's see, how sharp is that? It's not bad. Kind of a small edge, so I'm gonna guess it's about 20 degrees. Looks pretty even, both sides and the tip. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. I do like the jimping here, and then push down. It's very functional. I like that. It's getting a little better, but man, that detent's still solid. That works really well. And it's one of these where you've got the jimping going all the way around, so I can put my finger right on top, and it works really nice. So I don't have to, I can just put my thumb there, and it works pretty nicely, which means you're not forced to just hit that one right spot right there. You can just put your thumb right on top, and it works really nicely. That's kind of cool. I will say that's pretty nice. Yeah. So just a couple small things. This is soft. This is what I would expect to feel on more of the edges over here. It is rounded here, so that's not sharp. This is the only thing. It is a little bit there. I do like this. Clip's going to go in and out of the pocket. It's a little thin on that area. Wish it was a little bit thicker, maybe. I like the carbon fiber reflecting on the other side. That's kind of cool. I like the pivot collar, which is cool. It looks like a black PVD, sort of a Damascus collar, I'm going to assume. Assuming that's not Damascus, titanium. So this is not. This is titanium. Is it titanium screw? Yeah. It's all titanium there. Very cool. The carbon fiber does make it certainly a little lighter. So yeah, definitely some positives there. Very good. I just wish this box wasn't absolutely crushed and destroyed. I mean, that's really disappointing. I mean, I don't know. Smoky Mountain Knife Works, man. As big as that package was, this is just completely crushed and destroyed. I don't know what's going on here. So this is the liner version with the hole, weave carbon fiber, Magnacut belt satin. So very cool. I like that. Now what I like is this frame lock right here. And that frame lock is very small relative, which means when you're over here on this side, it's easy to get your finger on there. It's less chance of putting the thumb right there. Yeah, so even with my thumb there, I'm not really pushing down. I've got pretty good leverage there, so that's nice. That lock bar is solid though. It's really tight. So I believe this is made by Riot. So we're going to try to take the pivot off. I just hope they didn't over tighten that pivot like crazy, because sometimes Riot has a bad habit of gluing their pivots, which is ridiculous. So we're going to do it right here in the live stream. So if this video doesn't get produced, it's because, you know, Riot did something weird, which is not unusual for them. I got a little tape over there from boxes that I opened. So let me get my tools. All right, so I said T8, right? So, oh, it's on my screwdriver, isn't it? Yeah. So here's the T8 right here. It's a T8 screw, you can see that. And we'll have some other tools over here. We'll do that. We've got some oil that we'll use. And then I've got I'm hoping I have a cage bearing for this. We'll see. All right, so let's see right here. T8s, yep, definitely. So we'll probably start on this side over here. All right, so I don't have to take the clip off, it looks like. So let's start back here. Now get yourself a nice stubby screwdriver to make sure you can get in there easily. All right, so those are the first two. All right, so this is where it gets interesting. Hopefully we'll be okay. All right, we're good. I'm always grateful when that happens. I feel like I play roulette when I do this. I hate that, but very good. All right. So it looks like there's not a whole ton of Loctite, which I prefer. Oh, there's a captive pivot collar. Is that zirconium? That almost looks like a zirconium. I gotta look that up, see if it's zirconium. Interesting. All right, so now I'll get my little pry bar tool so I don't scratch anything. Make sure there's nothing else capturing it, right? Okay, so there's a little pin there, which is fine. Oh, look at that. It's clipped on. That's nice. It's screwed on there. I like that. That's very nice. And then this is kept in place by being on there. Okay, very cool. All right, so let's see what these washers are. I'm hoping I have one. I have some in available. So 5mm. Yeah, 5mm. Probably 5mm 1/16, 5mm 1/16. So let's see if we have some. I may not have any of those. I may have used all of them, but I'm hoping. Ooh, I have one set left. Time to order some more. All right, we'll put those over there. Okay, let's get our cloth. So we'll clean off a little bit. So it does have washers on this side here. Sorry, this one goes over here, and this one goes over here. Let's go ahead and clean this off. Looks like no ramp on this one, but pretty smooth track. You can see that. All right, so the stop pin is included. It's in there. So that's where that is. Very cool. We'll put that over there. So this should probably come out, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. So we'll take the stop pin because I want to be able to remove this. All right, so I'm going to have to take this off if I want to be able to adjust the lock bar. Well, maybe not. Maybe I can leave that on there. Yeah, probably should just take it off to be safe. Is that a T6? Yep, sure is. So it's going to be a T6 on the inside. So here we have a T6. Why did I take that off? I don't have to take that off. That's not necessary at all. I thought it was on the outside. I'm thinking I'm on the other side. Yeah, that's not necessary at all. All right, but we do need to take this off, and I think that's a T8. It's really important when you do something like this that you're 90 degrees in there, pushing really, really hard. You want to make sure it's going in and out very easily. You do not want that to not have leverage. Let's see if one of these longer screws fit. The reason why I say that because it's much easier to take these out if it does. All right, so now what we do is I look and see how much is sticking up right here, right? I want to see how much I want to go back. So that's the goal right there. So just a little bit, not much. Okay, so we're going to go with just a little bit this first time. Don't want to do too much. Try it at first and see if that works okay. Now we're going to clean off the washer. Now there's no Loctite on this other side, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little Loctite on this just so it can stay. Let's get our screw washers here, new ones, Skiffs. This is the 85 weight nano oil, the light, and the medium oil, the regular oil. It'd be equivalent to KPL normal or original. It wouldn't be KPL light or KPL heavy. It's the one in the middle. Now at this point, I'm going to put the blade stop pin in. Might need two hands for this. So typically on these washers, it's going to be a side that's like really soft and, smooth and polished, and the other one's going to have some burrs on there. You want the burrs away from your blade. Make it much better. easier for you to work the action. Then I'm going to use the heavyweight nano oil. Sorry, this other one was the 15 weight. This is a heavyweight nano oil. I'm going to put that on the detent ball and then into the detent hole. Follow the track. There you go, just a little bit. All right, so we got everything else in, the pins in. This should go right on top. I'm going to put this on top here. Now, typically I wouldn't put this on, but since I already put the other Loctite on there, where am I? Oh, it's right there. It's between. I'm like looking everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of the Loctite on there. Don't know if it needs a lot or a little. I'm hoping it's just like a little. Okay, so we'll set that for now, but let's put all the rest that's on here. If any of these screws start to loosen up, I'll put Loctite on them too. So now these screws appear to be the same size, so we should be okay. Let's see how we are. No, we're not tied at all. Okay, there we are. Now we're nice and centered. Much better action. Okay, let me see the, and how is it releasing? Yeah. Okay. A blade play. Action's pretty decent. All right, let's see. Is that going to be kind of exhausting getting to that? Sometimes that could be still too strong. We're in there nice and solid, still good lockup. Making sure I didn't loosen it too much. It should click right in place. Yeah, it does. Still very solid. Making sure the oil, everything in there is good. Might put it just a little more drop in there on that detent ball. Making sure that track is in there nice and easy. Can I do the one finger flick? Let's see. Try it again. Just gonna make sure I get a little high. Works fine. You lift in it. Yep. Gonna put the front thumb just in there. Let's see if I can get there. Yep. Okay. Right hand tip up only. Oil's breaking in. I know I over oil some people freak out. I always feel it's better to have a little too much oil than not enough. Still dead center. Yeah, definitely better. Now this jimping is a little aggressive. We'll see if we have to, buff that down a little bit. So at some point I might take the edge off of here. Might buff this just with my Dremel, with just a little bit, because it's a little sharp. It's kind of like when you get the Enrique Peña's X series. Their jimping is always so aggressive, so aggressive. And I hear that's only on the production knives. I mean, his customs are way better. But obviously it's a custom and it's also way more expensive. But this is pretty sharp right here. I'd like to chamfer that, or at least take the edge off of there. What I might do too is I might get my Dremel and open up that just a little bit more here, just for a little easier access. I think that would be nice. Is it necessary? No, not really. I think the lock bar is working pretty good now. It's not going to be as exhausting as it was before, for sure. I think that's much better. So I do dig that. That's nice. And maybe we might take a little edge off there. Might just soften that, like what I did on my Chavez rendition. That one had a really sharp corner. This feels a lot like that, and just kind of round it. I might have to take the clip off to do that. So we'll come back to it. This is just really an unboxing, first impression, and a skiff swap, because just needed it right away, or I felt like I would have been stuck. I would have been stuck not enjoying the knife enough right away. So that's kind of what I do here. So that's what we're doing. All right, so I know some of you guys already have this knife. What are your thoughts on it? This is the carbon fiber, the 12 carbon fiber. I do dig that. Carbon fiber looks pretty solid on here, yeah. Pretty solid. No blade play. And they're really good. I like the pivot collars are really nice. I think that's pretty cool. Carbon fiber is really nice. It is carbon fiber all the way through. I can tell you that because you saw it on the inside. I like how this is inset there, and I like how they put a little carbon fiber piece over here. It's a nice touch. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool knife. I mean, for the price of what you get, you know, some of the things that would have mattered to me, I would have probably had to pay an extra 50 bucks, I'm guessing. Maybe 50, 60 bucks. Is it worth it? It might have been. It might have been to me. Maybe not to everybody, but someone might have felt that the savings of 50 bucks to... Okay, so here's the thing. You might think, what are you talking about? Well, to knock this down to a level that's other than this, that takes a little extra time. That means someone has to quality control it. They have to feel how sharp it is. Then they have to make sure it's not buffed down too much, but it's not too sharp, so they got to do that. Then they have to look for other things like the little corners right here. This is a little sharp, so they might have to buff that down. That takes a little time. Making sure this is rounded, that takes a little time when you do the blade. Making sure these corners up here, that takes time. All that is going to be handwork. And that takes time to check, to inspect, and then to fix. So that's what adds cost, and that's why USA Custom Knives, they have a lot of extra cost because it's the hands-on, it's the details, and that's what makes the difference. I will tell you, for production knife, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty darn impressed. This is not bad at all. It's a little squeaky as it's breaking in because of the detent ball going over the lock bar until it gets that track in there. You can hear that. Hear that little whininess. See here, I don't know if you can hear it. Top flipping works really nice. I like this jimping all the way across. That makes that jimping just, it's kind of nice. I don't feel like I have to have the exact placement. I'm just there and it works. To me, that's kind of cool. And that actually might let me not want to break down the jimping, because a lot of times when it's really sharp, you have to get up there and you have to get real specific like this. That jimping after a while can start tearing because you're always here. Very thin part. You got to make sure you get that right spot. But here I can just put my thumb and it works. Just throw my thumb on there and it works. Whether I'm low, it works. Whether I'm a little high, I go over here. Now, okay, maybe not that high, but it works. And then for left hand, I think works too. Yeah. So now that works too, but that's where it's a little more aggressive. And that's where I would knock it down because I can feel that. Unless I have a really thick callus here, which some people might. It doesn't bother them. But you know, not everybody flips their knives open with a finger right here like this. And you got to make sure you get that right spot or it's going to just kind of rip your skin. But very cool. Very cool little knife. I do agree. It's not bad at all. It's pretty aesthetic. Nice hollow grind. Definitely nice and sharp there. I'm kind of curious. What is the angle of the edge here? Feels like about 20 degrees, huh? I'm going to guess it's about 20 degrees. That's what they did, 21 degrees. See, that's still a little low. I got to go a little higher. Maybe 22? Yeah, that's about 22. Yeah, it's about 22. That's surprising. Yeah, it's around 22. Very cool. 22 degrees. Not bad. I kind of dig it. Nice and centered. Flipping left hand's good. That's nice. Ooh. Getting used to the size and the feel of this knife. I like the holes. That does allow you to have a little better grip. So that's always nice. Yeah, very cool. All right. That is the knife. Very, very nice little knife. All right, so in case you're curious, the Skiff Caged ceramic ball bearing size that it takes is going to be the 5mm 1/16. 5mm 1/16. So that's the ones you want to get on this one. All right. So make sure you get that. And really all you need for this one is the 8-bit torque. So that's the only size that's really, really necessary. I don't know if you need any of the Loctite on anything for the body screws, I don't know yet if they start to loosen up. And I didn't want to put it on there. I did it on the pivot just because it was already loose on one side. I saw that when I took it off. One side was kind of loose, and so that to me is, I don't know if that's when I was unscrewing it or what, but by the way, these, in case you're curious, this is the size. 5mm 1/16, 11 ball count. I believe these are now 12 ball counts. I think he now sells these. These, I have the older ones. 0.2 inches inner diameter, 0.370 outer diameter. So when I do order the new ones, I think they're going to be the 12 ball count, which is cool. Gives you a little extra contact, better leverage or better distribution of weight on them. So I like that. I like that. But I'm still really disappointed at the box. I mean, this box got beat up like there's no end. Look at that. That's horrible. So if I ever sell this knife, it's gonna hurt the cost a little bit. But I don't have one of these stickers, so I don't have a Yan sticker for sure. So I gotta keep one of these. I'll put it over my sticker that goes on a wall of stickers for sure. The other one I'll probably just leave in here because I only have two and I don't have a bunch, so we'll keep a hold of it. Now I'm gonna put my Skiffs back. I need to order some more for sure. All right, so that's the Yan, my Yan knife. Let's put it this way. So this is the Yan, gosh, what is it called? CK, what is this called? This the Chevron, the Yan Chevron Lin. So this is the Chevron. This one is particular one's carbon fiber weave. It has a liner version with a hole. Type liner version with a hole. Oh, so there's the hole. Yeah, okay. And weave carbon fiber, Magnacut built satin. So very cool. All right. So that's the knife right here. So I know you guys probably want to take a little close. Let's take a little nice look at this hollow blade ground. Look at that. Nice and sharp. Love this hollow grind all the way through. Very minimal billboarding. The Yan logo right there. I think that's cool. Then on the back you have the CK, which I'm not sure what that stands for. I don't know if I'm supposed to know what that stands for. I don't know. Custom knives? I don't know. Yan custom knives? I guess. I don't know. So there you go. On the back side there. You will see the jimping on top, which is pretty good, but it is a little sharp on the top here. It's got a nice robust tip, so it's good sharpening even with the hollow grind that comes out. You can see right here. So it's going to be a nice cutter. Here's the titanium backside with a clip. You can see the clip is going to be in and out of the pocket nicely, but it's a little thin there, so not super thick clothing. Just keep that in mind. Lock bar is up, nice and solid, good 30, I'm going to say 30% probably. I did adjust that a little bit for a little better action. So here's the back spacer right here. You can see that. Here's the carbon fiber, the twill with the titanium on the inside, just like there's carbon fiber on the inside. That's part of the weight relief. And here's the cutout here and the cutout here, which I might expand just a little bit. It's got a little sharp edge there. So things that I would probably work on is going to be maybe expand the carbon fiber, soften that sharp edge, sharpen the little edge right there. I think that would be important. And then sharpen the edges right here on the top of the blade. And once you do that, I think this would be a much more enjoyable ergonomic knife. So let's take a look here with a beautiful hollow grind. You'll take a look at that. Y'all think of that. Nice, right? I think it's a pretty cool looking knife. Pretty cool looking knife. Let's look at the back. With the carbon fiber inlaid on the inside, not on the outside. So that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool for sure. All right, we'll do this one more time. There you go. I think that's kind of cool. The carbon fiber is going to look nice in the sun. Sure. All right, there you go. Cool little knife. Not bad. I think I'll enjoy it as it breaks in a little bit more. We'll find out if we're going to tune this a little bit. It is very enjoyable. I have to admit, I do agree with everybody's perspective on that. So there you go. Well, hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or entertaining, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the channel really helps out the channel. Allows the channel to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you, seriously. Thank you to all of you guys out there who watch the channel, who enjoy the content, who watch everything, who like it, who's on the live streams. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you haven't already, hit that notification button down below so you can be notified of future content like this video. And also a big thank you to the channel members out there. You guys are amazing. really are. If you've been interested and you thought, hey, I'd like to become a channel member, I'd love to have you. There's a link down below in the description. I have 3 different tiers. I'd be honored in any level, but please don't ever feel obligated to be a channel member. But as a small way for me to say thank you to all my awesome channel members, I do a once a month exclusive giveaway. And you guys have been so generous with the membership, so I want to be equally generous with a really nice giveaway. So I make sure each month it's a nice giveaway, something that I would very much like, usually something out of my collection that I do like and I've had in my collection because I want it to be meaningful for you. So I do that. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Also, as a second way for me to say thank you, for every brand new member, I do want to send you a channel member sticker. So if you will email me with your name and address, I'd love to send you a channel sticker. Just email me, directly here with your name and address, and I'll mail it out to you. If you've been a member before and you're a member now, if you were a member all along and you're currently a member now, and you've never asked me for a channel member sticker, never gotten one, email me also. I'd love to send you a sticker too. It's my small way to say thank you. So I do appreciate you guys so very, very much. Please know that. Everybody's part of this channel, and it's huge. So I don't value the channel members over anybody else. I just want to say an extra thank you because the channel members, honestly, they do allow me to do things way sooner than I ever thought I would be able to do. So I'm really appreciative of that. But I'm appreciative of everyone, and I appreciate all of you guys out there. If you just joined the live streams or part of the whole thing, man, I appreciate you guys. So just know that. If you haven't already, check me out also on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.